Hey friends, we're back live from Guitar Quackery. You're watching Guitar Quackery live, and we are now watching part 7. Well, I mean, we're not watching. You're watching. Whatever. I'm living through it. Part 7. So I can't believe this is part 7 of this. Well, I can believe it. Part 6 had to be cut short, although it was 2 hours long, but I couldn't finish because of some phone calls that I had to receive and make, and text messages. Yeah. So if you are new to this channel, this is Guitar Quackery Live, not to be confused with Guitar Quackery. The main channel is Guitar Quackery. This one is the live channel for live streaming for you, if that's your thing. And if it is your thing, if you like watching live streams, if you like to catch me at work in real time, please subscribe to this channel. And if you prefer long form produced content, then the other channel might be a better choice for you. Or you can subscribe to both. It's all good. Yeah, I am also sending a link to the customer. I already did it, so he can watch me finish the work on his guitar. It is this little guitar, the Martin X, what is it called? X Signature Edition, Ed Sheeran, XXXX, double XX, right? X, all right? Not to be confused with Elon Musk, X, formerly known as Twitter. This is X series. I did a crack repair on this. Here used to be the crack. Well, if you can't see it, I won't tell you exactly where it was. It was here. Yeah, it's not 100% invisible. So if I, put it under microscope, which is this thing right here, I can find it, but nobody will see it from a distance. Okay. This is really the final stage of a setup. And I'm just going to put the strings on, lubricate, well, touch up the nut if it needs to be, touched up, and then lubricate the nut. And that's that. Hopefully nothing else needs to be done. Why don't we get started? Oh yeah, the strings I'm putting on. So the customer, it's a short scale guitar. Normally you would put 13 gauge strings on, 13 to 56 usually. Hold on, I gotta recharge this other battery here. I'm always multitasking. But the customer wanted these. These are 12 gauge. I don't know if you can see that. Those are D'Addario XS, another X, all right? Please focus, okay. All right, that's it. Yeah, D'Addario XS. Yeah, okay, XS 8020 bronze, which should be called 8020 brass. It's called bronze, okay? Excellent strings. This is a non-sponsored comment. And here they are. I already took them out of the box. Yeah, so normally 13 gauge strings, he wanted 12s, and that's what we're doing. Maybe not a bad thing, because this guitar has its structural issues. Yeah, so sometimes I do this, just a little twist, and let me check these. Yeah, these are not really good. So I will be doing something else here, interesting, for you to watch, if you are watching. Here is some sandpaper. Okay. So, these pins, if I show you, if I zoom in and show you, which you can see right here, they are flat at the bottom, okay? And we want them tapered a little bit, which is why I'm going to just put it down this way and just do this, maybe once, no more than twice, really. And now, this is the end result. Now, this is a much better situation. Now the pin will be pushing the ball automatically like this, okay? Because otherwise, so I already bent this ball end, but let me turn it this way. Otherwise, sometimes the ball end can be stuck like this when you push it through the thing, through the hole, right? So I will prep this other pin as well in the same manner. Okay? And now it fits better. That's it. Same thing with the other strings. So when you do this, you don't even need to pre-bend the string, but I will do it just very slightly. Don't overdo it. I had some issues with overbending it. One or two times a string broke inside because I overbent it. So I learned from my own mistake. Which one is which? All right. So this is a very quick procedure. All pins should be made like that, but they're not. So we need to, well, we don't need to do it, but, you know, it's good if we do it. So as the strings get thinner in gauge, I don't even feel like I need to pre-bend anything. So let's not on this one, so I can show you, just like that, because we did this thing, it pushed the ball end of the string in the correct position. Otherwise it drives me nuts. Look, without doing that, let me just show you. So I try to put it inside. Okay, so this one did lock, but sometimes it just doesn't work well. Right? We'll have plenty of opportunities in future live streams for me to show you this. If you subscribe to this channel and if you keep watching my live streams. It seems like I do have a small audience. 3 viewers right now. I can tell because I can see right there on the screen. Oh, we lost one. No big deal. So whoever you were, maybe it wasn't your thing. That's okay. No problem. So 2 viewers. So I'm not talking to just myself. Somebody else is watching. There is someone out there watching. Okay. So I really like this neck rest, but I want it a little higher for this. So I place it here, and this cradle cube, I think it's called, Music Nomad, is a good thing for that. Now, with acoustic saddles, I like to hold on to the saddle on the bass side, and then the treble side, and then do the strings in between. Let me also perhaps reposition this camera. I still haven't decided how to put the strings on the peg head. Let's see. I could... Should I lock it or not? So, I'm not going to lock it this time because I might need to touch up the nut. Let's just do this, one of those. straightforward, right? I just measure it up here, and then when I put it through, go like this, okay? And I'll use the power tool. So I do it away from the nut, and then I just drop it into the nut, okay? Just like that. Kick it in this direction and cut it off. I have different methods of putting strings on, but I will actually do a restringing video, not a live stream, but I'm going to have to record a few examples and explain why I might do it this way or that way, right? This one is just a simple method. Okay. That's it. And trim it. All right, so now obviously I have, let me put this away. These two strings holding the saddle. With electric acoustic guitars, you need to make sure before you put too much tension on that the saddle is seated properly on both sides, because if you don't take care of that, you might get less volume on one side or something along those lines. So that's important, okay? And now you can kind of increase tension a little bit. And check again. Okay, and I'll put the other strings on. There you have it. So, not much to talk about, unless I start talking about something unrelated to what I'm doing. I am live streaming from this location. This is my shop, Guitar Quackery. I'm in this little space here. This is a rehearsal studio, Bob Elliott's Music Makers NY. So it's a great place for musicians or for recreational musicians to come and jam or rehearse. I'm not involved with the Music Makers business. I do help out, but I'm not involved with their business. But they have great workshops as well. Yeah. So for those of you based in New York, you might want to check it out. It's a very friendly environment. I really have no complaints ever. There is another rehearsal studio close by, but I do hear from customers that this place is better. I've never been to the other place. All right. So once again, so you know, we just don't want to wrap too many times. It's better for tuning stability if it's like this, as you can see. And let me put this away. Now, I'm just gonna check the nut first. Let me turn on the sound, because otherwise you don't hear the guitar. I think now you might be able to hear it. I don't do a whole lot of pre-stretching, just a little bit, like this. And yeah. So now I will check the nut. And if I feel that any of the string studs are a little too high still, I'm going to just touch up a little bit. Don't need this. This is a dial indicator that I use to check the string height. Let me also eyeball it first. Yeah, maybe the low E, the A is okay, the D is fine, the G is fine, the B also needs to be cut down, and the high E. So the two E's and the B. Okay, no problem. So just a little touch up. I was counting on that, because I only did like a preliminary adjustment of the nut, and so this is part 7. I think it was in part 5 of this series. And now I'm just going to do the final touch up on this, and it'll be all good to go. Okay, where are we? Here you can see the low E, and from the other view you can see that I'm adjusting this height. So this is what I call the relief of the string. Okay, and there's the file. Let me get the phone here so I can switch. We wanted to flare out at the back end a little bit, and you can see I'm not producing a lot of powder, so I'm really only taking very little material off. It's still too high. I don't want to spend too much time on this guitar anymore because I feel I've done quite a lot. But I just want to make sure that it's, you know, good. So this is very good now. So this is the exact string height that I want. And like I said, the next thing I want to work on is the B string and then the high E. Okay. So the B string will be filed down with a 17 gauge file. Where's my winder? Here. Okay. So this is why I use this method to string it without the lock, because I don't want to break the strings. I want to minimize the chances of string breakage as I take them off and put them back on. I notice that if I lock the strings at the toners, they are in fact more likely to break when I put them on and off. I think this is good. Yeah. There's minimal space left now. But this one, I can even visually see that it's higher than I want it to be. So for this one, I will use a 13 gauge file. So we move it over here. This is it. Remove the string. Once again, I did most of the work already. So, not surprisingly, I don't have much to file just to finish it up, right? And I do want to be conservative because I don't want to damage the nut by filing too low. Still a little too high. I think this should be good, but let's check. So the camera doesn't pick up this distance, but I measure it. This is good as it is. Now we can just quickly inspect. That's it. And I will now lubricate the string slots. So why don't I put the files away first? The lubricant that I like to use is Music Nomad. And by the way, I mentioned the products that I like. It's not sponsored in any way. I'm just a customer. I have no relationship with Music Nomad whatsoever. I never had a relationship with them, and I don't have any plans to have a relationship with them. I just like some of their products, and I tell you what I like. I put some links in the description, so it's easy for you to order through the links. Those are Amazon affiliate links. So it's up to you. Affiliate links means that I get paid a small commission. I think you know that. At no cost, at no additional cost to you. So let me show you this thing. It's a Teflon-based lubricant. Okay, we're good this way. This is it. It's called Tune-In. And it comes with a little brush like this. This is actually a dental tool. And this one has this thing taken off, and you'll see why. I will show you in a moment. So remove the string and just put a little bit of lubricant on this miniature Q-tip. You really don't need much. And now you can see through the microscope, focus. In fact, let's zoom in a little bit. Nice close up here. Just like that. That's it. And yeah, in some cases it doesn't really make a difference depending on the nut material, and in some cases it really helps. I believe it helps with this material here. And then we move on to the next string. Focus. Okay. I buy that. And here's our D string. So I think you can hear there's a band rehearsing. I'm keeping my ambient sound microphone on so that you can hear the guitar. But you can also see the bands. Okay, so now comes the G. And you can see this is getting really tight, okay? Which is why I have this one, okay? So with this one, once again, I just take a little bit of lubricant. I do the best I can. And you know, that's one thing. It doesn't come with this pointy thing. I just, you know, trimmed one of those and made it into the pointy one. And now even the pointy one doesn't fit inside of the B and high E string slots. So what I do is simply this. I'll show you. So you can use dental floss. I've used it before to smear some of this lubricant inside of the string slot. or you can just apply some like this, and then the string will pick up some of this lubricant, and it'll lubricate the string slot, just like that. Now when you tune it, you can see that the string is pulling the lubricant in this direction, right? So this one is also going to be a good example. Just pick up a little bit. Sorry about the focus. And just put some like that. It's got to be towards the front, okay? And now the string will pull the lubricant. Okay. Right where it needs it. Obviously, you can just clean up like this. Doesn't matter, right? Yeah, that's what it is. I put this away. So once again, that's a Tune It Teflon-based lubricant. Buy it, use it, if you want. And like I said, in some cases it makes no difference. I think these strings, which are the Dario XS, they are already self-lubricating strings because they have a coating that's well, I asked them, they said it's a proprietary material. I believe it's probably somehow Teflon based, but I don't know, I'm just speculating, to be honest with you. I have no idea what it is. Okay, this is the little guitar. Now we can play it. We can just, check everything. Just gonna check the action. The truss has been adjusted. I think it's right where it needs to be. A little bit lower than standard action on a long scale. And it works nice up and down the neck. I think that 13 gauge strings would definitely sound better on this guitar. The customer wanted 12 gauge strings. That's what we put. We had that little soundboard fracture, so I guess that's okay. The guitar needs to be maintained now. Humidification is important. It did have a fracture already. This is why I'm running a humidifier here. I have another one there. It's an evaporative humidifier. And that's it. So the guitar is going to go in the case. I'm going to put a humidifier. He's going to pick it up after Thanksgiving. So where I put the humidifier, I had it here. Yeah, it's one of those. I have it somewhere. I had it inside of the guitar case. I think, oh, it's in the guitar case, yeah. It's one of those. If it wants to focus, yeah. So this is a hygrometer built in with the humidifier, which is a box that holds the sponge. I'll put a link in the description for this. And like I said, I believe that I put it inside the case so that it doesn't dry up sitting around. And it also keeps the inside of the case humidified. And now I just place it inside of the sound hole, and here it is. And the guitar goes in the case. That's it. That's the service completed now on this guitar. I close the ticket. I send a text message to the customer, which actually I'm going to do right now. I'm going to show you what I do. Yeah, I do something clever, I guess. I put the guitar like this, and I throw my logo on that screen. And maybe sometimes I even put this camera like this. This shows that, you know, there's live streaming happening. And now I go like this. I open the text messages, camera, and I send a postcard. And I frame it like this so that now I can show you the picture. Where is it? Okay, here it is, my phone. So that's the picture. It shows guitar quackery, the guitar, the camera here that suggests that it was live streamed, and then I just click send. And it goes, you know, and that was the link I sent to the customer for the live stream. So, yeah, that's what I do, so that the customer can now show this to a friend, and it advertises the company here automatically. So I hope that this helped you out somehow. I think this is just one person watching. It could be the customer. If that's who you are, you did get a link, and now you got the text message. Yeah, so thanks everyone for watching. I will be live streaming some more tonight. Let me check my workload. I do have a workload, obviously. Oh yes, so here I close the ticket on my screen. Now it says work completed. And I'm going to print an invoice. I know you can't see this, but I am printing. It's going to come out. And now I'm just looking at my other repair tickets. Let's see what I might be working on. I might be working on a Fender Telecaster, maybe, or a Taylor, or a Gibson SG, okay, or a Fender Jazz Bass. I gotta finish that up. Maybe it's gonna be the Jazz Bass. What is today? Thursday? Okay, maybe the SG, maybe the Jazz Bass. Both of them need a level crown and polish. So maybe I do both of those kind of back to back on the next jig, and then kind of leapfrog the services. So the Jazz Bass had a refret done. There's a playlist. I just need to finish it. Next step is a level crown polish. And Gibson SG is a 1970s Gibson SG. Needs a level crown polish, and it's got one of those harmonica bridges, 1970s style. It needs quite a bit of cleaning for sure. Maybe a little bit more, I don't know. But yeah, stay tuned. Subscribe to this channel if you want to be notified when I live stream. And what else can I say? Thank you for watching. Oh yeah, if you want to buy me a coffee, there's a link to buy me a coffee. Thank you. Bye-bye.